1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, the big dick is here. Get ready. May we start?
Welcome back to another Tasty Tuesdays Talk. I'm Zebra, and today, welcome back on the show, Julia Scala. She was in one of our previous episodes about the cryptocurrency blockchain kind of introduction. She went from zero to millionaire and over a course of a couple years. And she's back with me, and we're going to get an update of, the market, obviously, and a little bit what she's been doing over the course of the past several months. So how are you doing today, Julia?
Great to be back to the show, Zebra. Thank you for inviting me again.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're back to Hollywood Boulevard. You are, you were just in Japan.
Yeah.
I think you were, where were you going? Were you going back to Japan? I can't remember, actually.
I was actually last year, London and Spain.
Okay, that's where you went after Los Angeles?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, because you left right after the show to catch a plane to go to...
Yeah, you took me to the airplane, yes.
Yeah. To London then?
Yeah. Oh, no, I actually went to the Spain first.
Spain.
No. I went to Austin, Texas.
Oh, yeah, you were going to the convention. That's right.
Yes. At the time, the market was so good.
Yeah. How was that convention?
Okay, I met everybody, and market was good. Right after that, the lunar happened. Right around that time, the lunar crash happened.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, so many disaster incidents was happened, the FTX and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And also Binance recently charged by SEC for their stablecoin, BUSDT. So it's been trouble in the crypto market, but it's always this cycle. I think I talked about the cycle, right?
Yes, the cycle every few years.
Every four years. Yeah. The last time was 2017, and then 2021. And next going to be 2024 to 20.
Yeah, you're saying 24, but if it's on the cycle, then 25
more.
But you were mentioning 2024 was the year. But
I mean, every 4 years, anyways. Yeah. So every 4 years, Bitcoin have halvings,
mm-hmm.
and then following that halvings, market's gonna shoot up, and then after Bitcoin, the second coming is Ethereum, and then following that is altcoin. All the shitcoins gonna shoot up. So it's always that order. And when the Bitcoin is not doing well, or the Ethereum not doing well, all the altcoin kind of tend to be down as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
what was the buzz in this convention when you were there back in? I think that was May.
At the time,
was that June or May?
NFT was big still.
Yeah.
Right
now,
it was
May.
Not. Yeah,
that was May, right?
May or June. End of the May to June. Yeah.
Because I was telling you off the air that we had my metaverse guests. They were going to the NFT convention. That was in June 19th. So I believe it was right before that. You're in Austin. But what was the buzz? What was the energy of the people, everyone in that convention at that time, since that was 9 months ago?
Yeah, 9 months ago, yes. Well, the Austin is now it's becoming, up and coming tech, sassy, hip,
right.
trendy city.
Yeah, exactly.
And then all the tech people are there. And, South by Southwest, I think they do music, movies.
It's coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, March 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first week of March.
Oh, yeah. Now a week. Yeah, now a week or so.
Yeah, so that's the place to be, seems like. It used to be convention was always in New York. But after COVID pandemic, New York wasn't. Many crypto people left from New York or California because the taxes.
Yeah, going to Florida or Texas.
Yeah, Florida, Texas, Puerto Rico.
Plus, New York was shut down, so Texas was open, so you could continue your activities, your conventions, while they were still locked down, or even here was locked down at the time.
At the time, I remember we had to wear the mask.
Yeah, I think we were still wearing. Yeah, we still had to wear it when you came in. Yeah, that was just several months ago, which is kind of
it was not in Austin.
Yeah,
everybody was drinking. More than 5,000 people are there.
Yeah, of course, they were like that. They were like that for a while.
Yes,
they were there. They locked down for a month. Yeah, but what was the? Did you learn anything? I mean, obviously things have changed drastically, like you said, since that time. But what were they talking about? Like, what were they thinking about predictions for the future?
Well, many big players, like institutional people, are joining this market in cryptocurrency. Before, Jamie Dimon said Bitcoin's a scam or something like that. But now all the big banks and hedge funds, investment company, they are start involving this industry big time. So before it was like more like a nerdy people's gathering together. It was smaller, the individual people who like it was like more like libertarians get together type of thing. But now it's like more big scale. And then what felt difference is many people made the money all of a sudden, like a year, lucky one, like maybe they had a Dogecoin or Shiba Inu coin, and it was really showing off their Lamborghini,
right,
with all the dog sign and on top. So they probably made the money from the dog coin. I don't know. There's no use case for that thing.
Yeah, you were mentioning that last time. It was like a play coin.
Yes. Many things in crypto is like that.
Yeah, but what is it like for Dogecoin, for example, for us that don't know? What is that company?
It's not a company. It's a hobby coin.
A hobby coin.
The guy liked
like
the
a Pokemon card.
Yes, Pokemon card. Yes, dog. He had a Shiba Inu, and then he made a coin just fun of it. But Elon Musk really liked the coin because it's cute.
And he brought up the price.
Yeah,
and brought down the price. And,
anything to do with play to earn coin. I was talking last time too.
Yeah.
Anything the crypto is sometimes most of the coin has momentum.
Right.
Meaning it's gonna be good for a while, but it's not gonna last forever.
Yes.
That can be, it's called a hype,
Yeah, and I think people from the outside that are not into the crypto world, they look at it as a kind of almost a gimmick as well, though. If you look at from other people, they see people get rich real quick, and then they see the people that get in after it don't make any money. They actually lose money.
Right.
Especially like these play to earn, because we were talking about Steppen was one of them, the GST coin, and you were telling me how the people who got on it right away were making a lot of money. They were making, you were at the time were making $50 a day just walking around. And you got me into it, so I got onto it, and I just saw the coin actually get drastically lower and lower. But we saw the shoes. So the people that don't know, you buy these NFT shoes, and it encourages you to, fight climate change so you can walk, be a healthier person, walk, running. There's different types of shoes. And the shoes were at one time, weren't they like $800? I mean, when I was looking at it, but I think it was a lot long. You had a friend that bought
a lot more.
It was thousands of dollars. But then we saw it go all the way down to 200.
Yes.
So I think I bought them. I think I bought 3 were at like 600 pop or something. I don't remember. Maybe it's between 600 and 800 at that time, because I think they were double that. I think like 2,400.
Oh,
when you first showed me it, and then it started going down.
Yeah.
But like, for example, like someone like myself or any other, like a lot of people that got onto it, you saw some money coming in, but it just plateaued. I mean, well before I got in, and the coin has just gone down lower and lower since.
Yeah.
So what do you say to, people like that, like myself, like you see from the outside, you can see this opportunity, but it's usually a little bit too late for a lot of us.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah, that happens because
How do you,
it's not just a step-on coin. Around that time, everything, shoots down. So like the company who had, it was not just a step-on coin. It was fun. It was really making, money in a good way, like you said.
yeah, but and they also had was developing a team that looked like it was
I think
legitimate, like the Adidas guy, right?
Yeah, they dumped the coin, I think, eventually because they had to pay, overhead, like employee by cash. And then...
Well, you said that also the China thing, when they banned China.
They banned China.
That was when it dropped a little bit. But all these were assumptions and speculations. And then, but from, like I said, again, from the outside, you see all these other people getting rich, just like any type of crypto coin. But then the other people that are like, oh, I'm convinced, let me do it. But it seems like they missed it. But I guess that could be compared to anything, even like kind of stock markets in a way. If you don't buy it when it's low, you miss your opportunity. Because like you said, it goes in these cycles, right?
Yeah.
So right now would be a perfect time to buy.
It's perfect time to get in, actually. That's because everybody is thinking crypto is dead. It's a winter time.
Yeah, why do they think it's dead? What was the reasoning?
What happened? Like, FTX, the Sam Friedman, he did really, bad things to the market, and many people are afraid, and they are getting out. So, it was, but now it's the time to get in, I think, because if the market's coming up, I went through the drastic drop before, like 2018. It was worse because Ethereum went down to $98 from the $1,400 the top to $98. Bitcoin went 20,000 to down to like 3,000. I felt like everything going close to zero. It was scary. So I went through that, and then compared to that time,
no, it's nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, I think Bitcoin went down to, I think it was like high 15,000s at the lowest.
Yeah, the lowest, from 70,000.
And then I saw Ethereum actually around, it was 800 something. I thought, wow, that's a great price.
From close to 5,000 to 800. So it was scary. Yeah. So, but still, from $98 or something, it's still good size. Nothing compared to before. That was actually highest high in the 2017. Ethereum, the highest high was 1,400. Then Bitcoin was 20,000, around $20,000. So now the back 4 years back, that was highest high. Now it's lowest low is around that price. So it's not the end of the world for me.
So were you not convinced by FTX? Why did you invest in anything?
Not the FTX, but I invested in another project called Celsius. Now they're in trouble. They're in the court. So I heard about investment. When something like happened, it all started from Luna token. Lung token. The Korean guy, he pegged 1 Luna for 1 Bitcoin, something like that. But he messed up. He made a stable coin, and there was really high yield. And then he did something wrong, and then now everything start from there, and then everything start drop. And then, once that happened, it's going to down spiral. It was keep going up and up, up. So I thought Bitcoin might gonna hit 100K, 100,000. And then I thought I'm going to sell it. And then, it didn't hit that far. But next time, when it's halving happened, it's going to be huge again.
Why do you say that? Do you think because there's more people in it? Well, why would it drive up to be that 100K?
Well, Bitcoin started 25 cents or less. to buy the one Bitcoin, one pizza, they had to spend a lot of Bitcoin to buy the Bitcoin, buy one pizza before what was the first purchase. It was a history, like a historical thing. So the how it started was many people mining by their own computer, and then there was not much use case for it before, and then that was used for mainly, the Silk Road thing.
Yeah. You mentioned that last time. Yeah.
Illegal
Silk Road.
stuff.
Yeah.
But they don't want to be tracked by credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to. So now, so Bitcoin itself is just a technology. It's not a bad thing, but it was more starting use case for through that website called the Silk Road. So that's how, becoming popular, unfortunately. Like all that dark side of this society, they start using Bitcoin for payments,
Yeah.
So, but now I have a Coinbase card I can normally use for anything, like not like a credit cards, like a prepaid card. I put the credit card, Ethereum and Bitcoin, any of the coin on the cards, and then swipe any country. So which is kind of convenient. But before there was no use case, not good for the payment system because still not good for the payments because the price fluctuates a lot. So, but then I'm very hopeful. I think Bitcoin is more honest and better than dollar, for my opinion. I don't think to recommend to do the same like I did because it's really mental game, like a mentally stressful.
Yeah. Well, you can remind us, like, what did you do to become, financially free? Because you did. I mean, you did a risky thing.
Yeah.
So
I had to hustle.
Yeah.
I had to take chances.
Yeah, but you want to explain or no?
Yeah, I'll tell you how the diamond become diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Only the one survived that lots of pressure can become diamond from coal, right?
Right.
The same thing. If you can survive this pressure, you can become diamond.
Mm-hmm.
So this very stressful time is necessary to become diamond. I think the true one can only remain this market. And many people exit with loss. I still hold it. Even the Stepan coin, I think someday might come back. You never know when.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. I mean, why would I stop playing the game and earning money, even though it's like nothing?
Yeah.
But if one day it did go back up, even a little bit, you see some return on investment there. I would think so. So it's like, if it's still around, why not still use the platform?
Yeah.
I mean, it's only benefiting you in the end because you're walking. That app was made to get you more exercising and become healthier. So, just turn on the app when you're walking.
Yeah, right? I do.
Yeah.
Every day, like a hobby. And I don't even feel like making effort for that. It's very effortlessly making money type of thing, and then you never know when it's gonna shoot up again. Yeah. So if something triggers, it's going to boom.
There's not any. Have you got no word on any other like play to earn platforms?
Oh, there might be a many.
Yeah, but right now, not so much because
of the market. People are scared. Yeah, but then
it's only like everything comes alive when things are, when everyone's making money. But when the market's, every day it's positive, then that's when all these things kind of rise out of thin air.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh, let's try this thing and let's try this, and like all these different play to earn games, right? So people maybe jump on the bandwagon and hopefully make some money. But like I was saying before, usually to get to most people, it's a little bit too late.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be in the end, be in the end, kind of.
want to be the one of the first,
Yeah.
right? And then
Mhm.
get out the first.
Yeah.
When everybody's getting in, it's the time to get out, actually.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So like,
Or at least kind of
You
sell a good amount of what your earnings are,
yeah,
and
you need to decide when to exit too. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when, and you need to decide, cannot be just be greedy if you want to be profitable.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, because you eventually have to sell.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah, because if it goes back down, I mean, then you're really stuck with it all.
Yeah, you need to realize the profit. Otherwise, you just see the numbers go up and down and see, oh, I'm rich today. I made that much money.
Yeah, but you never took anything out.
Yeah, if you don't, how do you feel you're rich? You need to kind of sometimes enjoy what you made the effort for. So like sometimes like maybe 20% up, you cash out and enjoy for actual life. Otherwise it's a desert. Like numbers goes and up and down and then not doing anything for me. I feel good. I feel like rich, but just a number if I don't do use for something. So like, but other stuff I wanted to talk about is Bitcoins is great because last year Canada had truck driver had a what's called demo strike.
Yeah, the strike.
Yeah, don't want to do vaccinated to be a driver.
Right.
So what happened is government shut down their bank account. Not just bank account, they shut down credit card too. So truck driver were really, hitting the wall. They couldn't live without the credit card or the bank their own money.
Oh,
They didn't have access
I heard about
for
this. Yeah, and the government wanted to shut down the crypto, but the blockchain said big FU, right?
Yeah, the Bitcoin was the only way they could survive. A truck driver survived because some people from the world watching that happen, they helped the people, the truck driver, so they could survive. They didn't have access to their own any money, any type of source of money. So when the government is so controlling, it's like a very extreme case.
Well, yeah, that is an extreme case.
Yeah, but
Right.
how much do you trust the, fiat, the government producing money? How much?
They produce money that they don't have.
Right. For example, I'm Japanese. Right now, Japanese yen's really, really doing bad. So I'm kind of glad I don't really have yen. Instead, I have a big crypto. So I kind of hedge from the value of the fiat currency going down. I mean, if I was like stuck with my Japanese yen, the world's too expensive for me, And also the reason why I could be able to stay in London or the Europe so long last year was because I have a crypto which I can use with my credit cards, the prepaid credit card, and the dollar still the stronger than the euro or the pounds. Pounds was a historical low last year summer. The president prime minister have to resign because of what she said, and then I felt like all this government money is very relative. Not you cannot like blindly trust the government money because one day is this you cannot they cannot maintain the value. Maybe the US is strong enough to experience that yet, but the weak country like Europe becoming weak because of war going on, and Japan's not doing well because we have a depopulation problem. Not many people having sex, too stressful. No time for making babies there.
Yeah.
And so like the yen values depreciating every year. Like, so when that happen, how are you gonna hedge your asset money? You don't wanna be poor with the country together. You don't want to die with the country. So like to hedging against this inflation or the deflation, I think crypto was one way to maintain your finances. I thought also, I don't want to work too many hours. It's kind of hard for me. It's the same effort to make $1 to make $5, $1,000 to $5,000, or 1 million to 5 million.
You're talking about
Crypto investment.
Oh, in crypto.
If I do investment to make 5x, 10x, the same effort is like just a click away, So
a little easier said than done.
Yes. So I would so I any type of investment, if you believe in it, I believe cryptocurrency, so I'm invested big time, but I don't recommend to everybody. Like I said, it's so much pressure, and just any kind of hedging I think it's necessary to save your asset in the future, because we don't know where the world's heading to, really, because China and America is not good relation right now. And then I'm in the middle of between China and America. So
Yeah,
Japan's going to be in danger. So if the war happen, what's going to protect me, Like,
Well, your crypto will be around.
it's still around.
Yeah.
And easy to move around too without permission of the bank. It was so hard for me to ask my Japanese bank to transfer Japanese yen to States. They asked me so many questions to move my own money, treating like their money. So and they're taking too many, they said 2 weeks, 10 to 2 weeks to get see my money to hit my American bank account. I said, that's too long. I don't know when we're going to get it. So SWIFT system, I don't really like if you want to do the international funds transfer.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
I haven't done it. No.
Okay. It's a pain in the ass.
This for the Swiss.
Yeah. Swift, that's really not good system. It's like a dinosaur to me. I don't know what I don't like is that the first 1944 it was fixed rate. The dollar was $1 was 35 ounces of the gold, right?
Right.
And then 1977 the President Nixon decided no more pegged with the gold. They decide no collateral. So it's kind of like, what? How can you one day you doing this and then all of a sudden say no more, backup and collateral?
Yeah, I mean that's a perfect example of government.
Yeah.
Stepping in, when something's working, change it, and then kind of falls into pieces.
Yeah. One day they decide to do that, but how come?
I mean, I don't know the you tell me.
There's no, I think, so what's gonna happen is to buy, it's not because of the government printing so much dollar or money, yen, whatever the currency is, they're printing because they can. And then in the future, like right now, to buy something, you need more dollar because dollar value or the yen's depreciating, getting less and less and less. So to buy the same things, you need more dollar. It's not pricing's going up. Because of the dollars depreciating or the yen's depreciating, you need more to afford same thing.
Yeah, it's a combination of both. I mean, it's the value's depreciating, but things are more expensive. I mean,
because they printed too much money.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
During the COVID time, you saw that chart, right?
Yeah.
They printed more than ever.
Yeah, of course. And then we're still printing out money. So, I mean, what can you do? I mean, $1 billion was a lot, They were doing $1 trillion packages, and $1 trillion is like chump change now. Imagine what's after that, right? It's just but it was bound to happen. It was going to happen after COVID. But like I said, we continue to spend more money. So what do you expect?
Right.
Right. And other countries are doing the same thing. Right.
Yeah, printing more and more.
Mm-hmm.
So to hedge against that, you have to have some type of, protection for yourself. I was choosing cryptocurrency for that purpose. For one, not just getting rich quick type of thing.
Yeah, you said it wasn't a quick to rich scheme anyways. You said
many
it was
people doing that though for that reason.
Well, I think the people that are doing it are throwing in millions of dollars, right? So they can. It's like day trading. They're trading huge amounts of money and making it and then getting out, right?
Yeah.
The most common folk, are just people that are just putting a little bit of the money, investing and hoping, one day, like maybe like yourself and other people, it'll grow over the 4 years or 5 years or 10 years. It's a investment for them. So I think that's majority, but you're always going to get the high rollers, I guess playing with their money to make more money. I mean, there's no way around that, I don't think.
High rollers?
Yeah, the millionaires. The people have a lot of money that can take more risks,
People who doesn't have money also like me taking risk too.
Yeah.
I told you, right, how I invested back in COVID time. I borrow money.
Yeah, that's
from
what I was trying to
government.
ask you earlier if you wanted to explain that.
I borrow the money I don't have.
Yeah.
And then I invested whole in crypto.
Yeah.
So I don't recommend everybody do that, but I did that anyways because I believe in it.
Yeah.
It all depends on what you really believe. And also, I do not recommend to have money in the hot wallet. Anything associated with the internet, not too much. The most safest place is, I would say, cold storage, like off from the internet. Keep everything USB.
Okay.
Because there's many hackers in this
Right.
world, and then sometimes if the company is shut down, you cannot withdraw the money. Exchange shut down, like FTX, for example. You cannot shut down your own money, right? You have no way to access your own money, so you don't have a control over. So if you have a control over to something, I would say smart to have the Trezor. I use Trezor and also the Ledger Nano. You can buy from Amazon. So those type of things are very, very highly recommended. Anything can happen in this market. I even think this year is going to go down more because it's being bad news nonstop.
I mean, it went back up a little bit, so
Right.
from its low.
Mm-hmm.
So you think it's going to go back to its low and
Again,
go back lower?
One point it's going to go down more, I think.
$98?
I hope.
You hope? Then you might be very stressed.
No, I'm going to buy more if that happens.
I know, but then,
be prepared.
Yeah. But you said it's, stressful.
It can be, you
Yeah.
know.
So if it goes down low, like
Yeah.
2018, I mean, but you're confident, you're optimistic, you
Because
believe in it. You
I
believe in it.
already, I started in 2015 or 16, end of 2015. So I started Bitcoin was $600, and then Ethereum $25. Compared to that time, I'm already more than 10x, right?
Yeah.
So I don't. It doesn't really, hurting me.
Yeah.
Not much, but still stressful. The reason why is before I thought, I feel like I can buy the world type of,
Mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah. But because, you can't predict the future. That's the bottom
Yeah.
line.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how confident you are that it could go up to 100K,
Right.
there's a chance it might not ever.
But this situation right now we are seeing lowest low is not forever.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I've been seeing.
But no one, like I was saying, I'm just saying no, you can't predict the future. So
Right.
no one knows exactly what's going to go on. It's all assumptions, all predictions.
Yeah.
So you just go with your gut and, hope for the best, right?
Hoping the best.
But if you're confident
Mm-hmm.
that it'll go back up and you study the graphs, you know the cycles, and it historically it always goes back up.
The halving time, yeah. Watch out the halving time. Check out the date of halving days, and from there, in 1 month or 3 months, it's gonna shoot up. Always do.
Is it when is
historically since the Bitcoin was born?
So do you know those dates?
Yeah, I can give you the exact date.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to Google now? Next halving date.
Sure.
Those are the dates you need to kind of watch out. Halvings.
Halving.
Yeah.
Halving.
Yeah. Halving days. So those are the time I would say shoots up to the skyrocket. From there it's going to be upwards trend. So 2024, the countdown. There's a website.
The countdown.
Yeah, countdown. Here.
Dun dun dun.
Here you go. 394 days and 7 hours 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So March 29, 2024, that's going to happen. Okay.
That's the beginning of the halving.
Yeah, here. So now, this year it will be the year for the preparing for halving.
All right. So it says new Bitcoins are issued by the Bitcoin network every 10 minutes for the first 4 years of Bitcoin's existence.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of new Bitcoins issued every 10 minutes was 50. Every 4 years, this number is cut in half. The day the amount halves is called halving or halving.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the chart.
Right.
Bitcoin halving chart.
Those days. Okay, so the next year, the March, around that time, be careful, watch out. It's gonna be accessory.
There's a big clock counting down.
Yeah.
394 days, 7 hours, 19 minutes.
Yeah, you want to get in before the halving happens.
So you want to get your investments before 394 days.
Yes. Next year, March 29th. Before those days, actually, if it's getting too close, it's kind of dangerous. I would say anytime this year, maybe. Next time you feel like you can get in, maybe get in.
Anything matters, right? Whether it's $100 or $1,000 or 10,000, anything is better than nothing.
Well, I also bought the Bitcoin $4,000. I thought that was too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I get many.
Yeah, when people are saying 20,000 for Bitcoin is cheap now. They're like,
Yeah,
get it.
get it.
or get a piece of it, right?
I think triple the what the invested.
But you were telling me the other day when I was joking around with you, I said, oh, I bought a Bitcoin in a quarter. I sold my investments and now I bought a Bitcoin. You're like, no, don't do that.
Yeah. Well, I recommended to buy the Bitcoin to all my friends when the Bitcoin was $2,000. All my friends said, "Oh, Bitcoin is so expensive," but some of the friends, the brave one, bought $400 or $500 just to try it out, but it went down. So that was back in 2018, and they said, "Oh, Bitcoin's going down, down, down." So they got very negative. They didn't stick around. Now the $2,000 Bitcoin never gonna happen. That was a bargain. Think about 2018, which is only 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It was. Then I was saying, why you didn't keep the Bitcoin? My friends had the one Bitcoin, but sold with the loss because of the
sold
fear.
the loss.
Yeah, because of the fear. They're scared.
A fear for what? Like, they bought it for 400.
I mean, like one Bitcoin. So the other one,
I mean,
this person bought $2,000, and then the other one bought $400 worth Bitcoin. Like,
well, if you don't have the money,
fraction of.
If you don't have the money, then if it's then don't do it. I'm saying, like, because if you really
scared?
if you need that money, and you're gonna sell it anyway because you're scared, just you kind of have.
If you like a weak hands and weak belief, don't do it. You cannot become a diamond.
Yeah, but if it's an investment, like say you take $1,000, right? You got to say, kiss that $1,000 goodbye. You have to be okay with letting it go.
Yeah.
If you lose it.
Yeah.
So if you're not okay letting that money go and losing it, then don't get in. Because then you have the stomach for it, right?
I mean, like if
you're gonna
need the money for the living.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Don't not that level, because you have to eat, you have to spend pay the rent and the cost of the living. Those investment money is you can live without type of money to play with. So
or just get another job and make sure you get in and invest before halving.
Make sure to before, yeah.
394 days.
394 days, they say.
The countdown.
Yeah. So I have something to look forward to now, Don't you think?
Yeah. What is your daily routine? Do you check the market all the time?
Of course, in the morning, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but are you making decisions? Are you changing? Are you reallocating funds? Or are you just monitoring it because nothing's really going on at the moment?
Well, right now I have to kind of browse the world. The world is changing after COVID. The world's going on. And I wanted to change the scenery to see how people live. I was in the US States before, lived here. I have a storage, and then I wanted to try out Europe. And I tried Spain. I tried the London. Because nowadays, people live remote. Because of pandemic, you can be nomads. Digital nomads. So
but you're living in different nice. But when people say remotely, they're usually sticking to one place. But you're Spain. Madrid, London,
Yeah, why have to be restricted to one place?
No, of course. I'm saying you can. You can.
Yeah, I have a laptop, Wi-Fi is everywhere.
You live the laptop life.
Yes. And it's fun. I like to change the scene because I want to experience what this, art can offer, the most out of my life. And it's not just one country, because if you stay in one place too long, the vision of view or the way of thinking is kind of stuck.
Yeah.
You cannot foresee good side and bad side.
Yeah. Well, that's why you have to travel. That's what you're doing. I mean, you can live in one place, but I recommend traveling if you can. You travel around the world. That's the only way you really can learn outside of your box.
Yeah.
Just traveling. Traveling's the best education.
Yeah, also the geological arbitrage things, it made sense for me to be outside the States because dollar was strong last year, especially against English pound sterling and euro. So I felt if you live in US, spending US dollar, you don't appreciate dollars, right? Because this is strong currency outside of US, but when you are States, everything's kind of also expensive. So you don't feel that you are rich, but when you once step out the country.
Of course. I mean, you go to any cheaper country, you can live like a king or queen.
Yeah. Yeah. So I felt I was like having a good time, because I like to diversify my currency, not just yen. I have a dollar. I have a Singapore dollar to hedging against any type of putting money elsewhere.
People in Japan, do you have a community out there that's big into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency?
Yeah,
Are they?
the Japan was original. They had original exchange called Mt. Gox. So many Bitcoin OG were there.
OGs?
OGs, yeah.
Original Bitcoin OGs were from Japan.
Yeah, mostly, yeah. They are there. They put the money in Bitcoin at the Mount Gox, and then that's the only legit place, supposed to be legit place to buy Bitcoin other than mining or something, Other than that, people have to OTC. You have to meet people in a coffee shop, give you cash. It's dangerous,
Yeah.
That was the only way people can buy Bitcoin from some people who mining before the exchanges. So Japan has many Bitcoin currency group. Yes,
Okay. So there's quite a bit of people that are involved.
that's true. But taxation for crypto is really high now. The government does, maybe states too. They don't like the crypto. They
Of
want to
course.
ban the crypto. They kind of, all my friends are moved out to Dubai now.
Yeah.
The rich one.
Yeah. I mean, everyone moves to Dubai eventually. Keep your money. But speaking of real estate, you mentioned real quick, but Japan has a special real estate program going on.
Yeah, that's true.
You can get a free house.
Free housing plus money to fix it.
Yeah.
But it's a countryside,
Very pretty.
It's pretty. They have lots of nature.
One coffee shop, one noodle shop.
Yes.
Yes.
And lots of lands.
Yeah.
And big housing and gardens.
And so why are they doing this?
The young people tend to aim Tokyo because Tokyo has economic center of economy and academic. And it's a stepping stone for me. Being in Tokyo is meeting people, hustling. It's like in New York. It's not the forever place. It's a place to hustle. You can make most out of, meet people, stimulating. But once you find someone to settle with, have a family, maybe countryside is not a bad idea, I think. The reason why is they offer a free house. Because old people die, right?
And it doesn't go to anybody.
No, not going to anybody.
No?
It's empty house. There's so many in the countryside, sadly. These houses are beautiful. And
Big houses.
Yeah, beautiful, 100 years old. They're still good shape.
How large are these houses? Do you know square footage or no?
I don't know the square
What
footage.
about
20 rooms? Sometimes
20 rooms?
Yeah, like a temple. Nobody is going to that.
I was thinking 3 bedroom and 1 bath. But 20 rooms, they probably have 15 bathrooms.
Yes, a lot.
Or maybe
Huge.
19 bathrooms.
Yeah. Yeah, so my friends
Wow,
live in temple because nobody is really going that temple
I mean,
anymore.
you get a free temple, I'm moving.
Yes. they have
And they pay you.
They pay you to fix it.
Yeah.
They're livable, so they have to renovate around the water.
So they have to make it livable to move in.
But the government give you the money, but the conditions you have to be there
for 3 years.
3 years, or they have a condition that you have to have a physically there, or you cannot just have an address.
Yeah,
and they're gonna check time because they want people to live there.
Yeah. So how far are these areas, these towns from, say it was in the mainland from Tokyo?
It's actually 1 hour by train.
Oh, so it's not too far, but it is a train ride. So
if it's farther goes,
that's with the bullet train. So it is kind of far.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the normal train too.
Okay.
But even 1 hour is really far for the Tokyo people. They want to be close as possible to the center, but center is overly priced and tiny. And I do not want to live in the center of Tokyo. I live there right now just because it's convenient and it's easy to hustle. We have an earthquake issue, so I don't want to put some money in the Japanese property in center of Tokyo, and then one day, the Turkey happened, the Syria happened. I feel so bad to see that. everything's going to the nothing. So like it makes sense to live in maybe countryside when you have a partner. I don't want to live there alone because it's so isolated.
Yes, you become a monk.
People move to countryside, have a maybe boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, not just one, because they're gonna give you the big house. Friends, like friends of people who get tired of Tokyo city life.
Make it a party house.
They live together.
You could,
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do big house. You could have a lot of guests.
It's not just the house. Sometimes the abandoned the school. There's not many kids in countryside, especially. We have a depopulating.
I was thinking it'd probably be homeschooled.
Yeah, but some of the people I know, they live in a school. It used to be a preschool.
So you get a preschool.
Whole bunch of things. They need to kind of. I hope they like renovate for maybe the hotels or something useful. I hope turn into something. People.
Well, if no one wants to live out there, then it's going to be very difficult to renovate it and have, if the population's very low and all the young people are moving to the city, might be a little bit of an issue.
The hustlers, moving
well, you said
to the
a lot
city.
mostly the younger don't want to live in the country, right?
Because there's no way to meet other young people. It's hard. It's almost like a people who you grow up together. And you want to expand the, possibility of, marriage possibility, potential. Age is really important, the guy to have stability because it's a different game.
The women want to be taken care of.
That's Asia, yeah.
So Japan's kind of old school where the man is a breadwinner.
But not nowadays, many lonely women in Japan.
Yeah.
Because for some reason there's more female because all the guy was sent out to the kamikaze. So many guys that died. So Japan has more female than the eligible bachelor. So what happened is so many pretty girls are single. And sometimes these pretty girls keep the young guy
All right,
in the
guys.
house.
All you guys out there, it's time to go to Tokyo.
So like some people, the girls sometimes, start making good money. So sometimes like they have the guys, like good looking guys in the house, like being the hardworking women like to be comfort, when at home. Maybe the guy's really good, charming and take out her stress and good cook or something like that. That works sometimes nowadays, so many.
Well, roles are being switched out there too.
Yes, big time.
All right, Julia. So any final words?
Oh, watch out the halving time and then fraction of the Bitcoin or the Ethereum I would recommend to buy. Altcoins is hit and miss. It's like a unicorn, the finding unicorn type of investment. So when it's like you think Bitcoin too high, Ethereum too high, you want to find altcoins, fine. You might hit the jackpot. Like it's almost like a gamble to find a unicorn coin. But before anything invest before the halving is the key.
394 days.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Seeing you again. Thank you for chatting down and
it was fun
getting down.
Seeing you. Thank you for inviting again this show. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you again.
Tasty Tuesdays!
Thanking you for your time this time. Until next time, we'll see you again next week, same time, same channel.